Beautiful.
I am here. Only 9 minutes late. Isn't that nice? I decided to play American Truck Simulator today instead of They Are Billions because on Sunday I'm doing my art stream, which is when I would normally play American Truck Simulator. It's been such a long time since I played it, I figured I should get back to it and have a little fun. You know, driving around and delivering packages and whatnot. So, allow me to launch my game properly. I haven't eaten today, so I made myself some food, which means I'll probably take breaks at rest stops and eat for a bit, then continue on my journey and then take breaks again. But I'll probably mute myself for that, so you don't have to hear me clinking and clattering and slobbering as I eat. You know, stuff like that. But once the game decides to finish loading in and giving me all these warnings about the number of times I've accidentally changed my game mode or whatever it says. I don't remember where to start at. Okay, there we go. Now I can start. Anyway. Yeah. Evening Dragon. Morning Zifo. How you doing? Apparently they have a Valentine's Day event going right now, so not that it's, you know, particularly unique to any other event, other than it's just labeled as Valentine's Day, but it is what it is. Doing good, glad to hear it. Great, great. Play some Beat Saber today, ooh. 2-to-1 wrangling to actually play with time with ratios. Ah, well, yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. But still, very cool. I really want to play Beat Saber again. It's been a long time since I played. I have my like headset all set up just sitting next to me. I just haven't played Beat Saber in such a long time. I've always liked it though. It's always been such a fun game. I was so excited. It was the first game I got when I got a VR headset, was Beat Saber. Because I knew I'd want to play that. I don't need anything repaired, we're fine. Did I take out a giant loan for this truck? I can't remember. Hey, I recognize that bridge, that's Astoria. Been through there tons of times. It's much smaller than it is in real life, but it's still the bridge. I keep pressing enter because I forgot what the engine on button is. There you go. A new free official song pack appeared since you last played. Ooh, that's exciting. Thanks. Yes. Yeah, I'd like to, I might need to adjust my audio before I continue, just so it's a little bit quieter. Doesn't need to be super quiet, just a little bit. Maybe even lower this a tiny bit. But yeah, I can't even remember the last time I played what it had all in it, but there was a lot of songs, and I was never able to beat any of them on, like, Expert or whatever. I did Expert a lot. I think it's called Expert, the hard mode. I tried doing Expert a lot, but I was never able to, like, actually beat any songs on it. It was a lot of fun. It's good exercise, too. Lots of arm waving. I have right of way. Also, what are you doing turning into that lane? You're not supposed to turn into that lane. What the heck? You don't never turn into the far lane. You crazy? You can already tell it's an American truck. European trucks have no nose on the front. Oh, yeah. I do own European Truck Simulator as well, but I don't have any of the DLC for it. I played that game a long time ago, and I loved it. And when American Truck Simulator came out, I was like, ooh, I'm going to buy that immediately. And I have most of the DLCs for this. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I thought. But there's still, like, a couple I don't have. Like, I don't think I have Texas or Wyoming? Maybe? Look, I suppose. Oops, nope. I don't want to set random waypoints. I don't have Texas, Illinois. I think that's Wyoming. I'm not actually sure, if I'm honest. It's been a long time. I don't remember what this state is. But this is, I'm pretty sure this is Tennessee. Or Illinois. No, it's Tennessee. Is it? That's Louisiana. It's this one anyway. I don't have these three. It's one of those three. I don't know. There's 50 states. I can't remember all of them. I know their names. I just don't know where they're located at. I know both of the coasts and a lot of the central ones, but I don't know all of them. Been more than a couple months. Then I think I got fresh songs. Very cool. You feel better about your American geography? Yeah, I know it sounds wild that as an American I wouldn't remember all the states, but they're just like all over the place. There's a lot of them. Like, I can name most of them. I know all the names of every state. I just don't know the locations. They do teach us that, but it's like in like 2nd grade or something, and then they never talk about it ever again. Yeah, I forgot this truck doesn't have a back window for me to, like, position myself very well. Isn't Wyoming the perfectly square one? I don't know, maybe? This is Colorado. I mean, maybe. Dakotas, Michigan, Idaho. Like, I don't know. I could look up a map and tell you. That way I could know for sure. Maybe I do have Colorado. Oh no. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. All I know is there's 3 DLCs I have. Oh, it's Arkansas. Of course it's Arkansas. Silly of me. Kansas, Arkansas, and Texas. Is that right? Surely. Surely that's correct. Let me double check. I'm looking at the DLCs, not an actual map. So I'm just looking at stuff. Nebraska, Arkansas, Missouri. Do I have Texas? No. Yes? No. Maybe? No. No. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. It's 2. I don't know. One of them I don't have. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a state. It exists. Can't be without. You don't have states in European schools. Yeah, well. It's not important unless you live, like, around there or intend to visit there, because all the states have different laws, so you have to... It's like, I assume it's just like other countries in Europe and stuff, which are all close together. since the U.S. is enormous, they all have different states and stuff. All states have different laws, so you have to know what the laws are and stuff like that if you intend to visit, but that's about the extent of it. I'm not actually a truck driver, if you can imagine, so I don't need to visit multiple states on a regular basis. You know, we got taught a lot of world geography, but it passed straight through you without leaving a trace. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It basically the same here. I mean, not that much, honestly. Most of American schooling, when it comes to geography, tends to be around America, because America is, like, very self-obsessed. Texas is the bottom most south one. I think Florida's actually more south than Texas. I can't see Florida, but I'm pretty sure, I think Florida's technically much more southern, but yeah, this is Texas, the big one. So, you know. You can recognize Texas, Florida, California, and as of recently, Washington State. Good. that's a decent spread. Them's the coastal ones. I imagine you could probably point out Maine, and also I imagine New York or New Hampshire, or maybe Vermont. Because they're all sort of in the same areas over there. You might not, actually, maybe not New Hampshire, because that one's kind of wacky. Vermont, maybe not as well, but like, I imagine Maine's pretty obvious, and Alaska and Hawaii, yeah. Hawaii and Alaska are pretty big outliers. They're pretty obvious. Hey, Patat, how you doing? First? Yes. You're not new. $29-day streak. Nice. Still, love that I put in the redeem and straight up saying darn Twitch, yeah. Oh no, my internet. Why? My stream's still running, isn't it? I tabbed out while driving. Just double checking it's actually running. It is running. It's a little bit framey, I guess. Stuttered a bit? Okay. Cool. I don't know why it's doing that. There's no reason it should be, but it is what it is. It always does. I don't know. Eh. Do I have diff lock on? Is that what that is? What is that? What is that light? I don't know what that light is. I know it shouldn't be on right now. Maybe it's my headlights. Oh no, it's not. I don't know what that light is. New York is on the right-hand side, but you would not be able to point at it now? Oh yeah, no worries. It's weird because it's not where you expect it to be. It's like Chicago, Illinois is like, people often mistake for like a New York city for some reason. Because it has like a very similar accent, I guess. Left lane. Oh no, left lane stays, right lane merge. Other way around, right lane stay, left lane merge. Why did you stop there? What the hell's the matter with you? Every man for themselves. Don't let people merge, you crazy. Keep driving. Stop backing up! The merge was so far up ahead, and you decided to make me crash into you, you jerk. It says stop ahead, and they stopped, like, on this spot right here. Like, the merge is way up there. We don't... Oh. Back, okay. Got my foot down. No, it didn't make a new stream, did it? Yeah. Oh well. Anyway. Hi. Apparently I'm back. $29 or 30. I mean, I don't know, maybe. It probably shouldn't count to be a new stream. Oh, ads are gonna play again. Oh, you kidding me? I mean, yeah, I guess whatever. It's a new stream, technically. Because I was offline for more than 2 minutes. It's gotta be like some sort of weird conspiracy, right? Like, my internet dies and it stays off for like almost exactly long enough for the new stream to start. So they can play more ads. Anyway, hi. How you doing? Welcome to my stream. Right lane ends. Yeah. So anyway, back to reading my lovely chat. Your internet went out for like an hour in the middle of the night yesterday. Really down from 2 to 3 a.m. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. It's weird that stuff happens. I'm sure there's like a reason. I'm sure like they're doing maintenance or something, but I feel like I should get like an email or something telling me that. Because like when the internet goes down in the middle of the night, it's like the best time for it to go down because people are usually asleep. But I'm streaming and I would like to plan ahead for that sort of thing, you know? It's a conspiracy against me in particular. Yeah, well, you have proof otherwise? Welcome back, thank you. I still don't know what this symbol is. It's really making me nervous, because I'm sure oh, it's cruise control. Never mind, I know what it is. I remembered. I figured it out before. Now I can see stream stats. You can view ad minutes per hour. Yours is mostly averaged at 3, like it should be. But there is one stream where apparently you had 27 minutes in 1 hour because your stream died so many times and restarted, then ran a bunch. Ugh, that sucks. I think mine's at like 3.4 or 3.5 because I start stream and run them, and then every hour for 3 hours it runs, and then right before I end stream I run ads as well. So I think I'm at 3.5 or 3.4 or something like that. Dry ISP is down maintenance than it always is at midnight to 3 a.m. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it's going to be here as well. That just seems like the most convenient time for them to do maintenance. But it is annoying. Which I guess is, like, it's weird that it's almost always, like, when I'm playing this game, too. Whenever my internet goes down, it's like probably 70 to 80% me playing American Truck Simulator when it goes down. It's incredible how often it happens. Like, wild. Also, how is the sound balancing? I forget to ask, because this game, like, because there's constantly a loud engine playing in the background, I'm not sure if it drowns me out or not. I kind of have it adjusted so that it shouldn't, but it might do still. Sounds good? Coolio. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. What if I open the windows? How about now? For me, it's very loud. But I imagine the audio is probably about the same for you. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Roll those up. Can you hear me? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I have a limiter, so it shouldn't go above a certain decibel level. So the sound might get muddled, but it'll still be about the same volume, I think. You're at 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Ooh. You in Europe have less ads by law, so 3 minute per hour sounds very long. That's, yeah. Yeah, I can see that, but I'm probably not gonna change it because it has to be 3 minutes per hour, like, to make revenue, so it's gonna have to stay that way. But like I've said before, I can break it up into smaller chunks of ads so that it happens less long all at once. Because as it is now, it's 3 full hours and then, a full hour, then 3 minutes of ads. But then, like you say, it's because it'll split it up like 30 seconds at a time. It gets like 4, or like it gets like 10 ads an hour or something. It's like, that seems wild. I'd rather not. I'd rather have it all at once so I can plan around it, or so that people can go get a drink or something. Twitch requirement, wonder if it changes in Europe though. I'm kind of curious about that too. You have to just run 3 minutes of ads per hour to disable pre-rolls. Yeah, and pre-rolls are always a nightmare. We talked about this the other day. If a pre-roll ad is running on like a stream where I'm checking out for the first time, I'll usually not stick around to like wait for the pre-rolls to end. Usually get 30 seconds of ad at a time and not every hour. Huh. Weird. Smaller chunks is worse in your opinion? I agree. And speaking of ads, they've just started. Sorry. Sometimes when a streamer says ad break, I don't get ads. That's weird. I mean, I guess if you like sub to them, or if you came into a pre-roll, I think it might not play for you. Speaking of ads, oh yeah, your sub ran now, so you have ads now. Oh, you can't hear me. Yeah, you can't hear me anymore. I'll just wait. You can? Oh, okay. Is it one of those ads on the side or whatever? It's manual to be able to hear you, but doable. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a feature that you could do. Now you're back? That was short. Yeah, the ads just started playing. But yeah, no, it's weird. You also hate it when that happens, because if you're not getting shown ads, streamer is losing revenue. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about losing revenue, just not gaining revenue. But yeah, it is weird when ads will sometimes play, but sometimes not. I guess it probably is partially related to like the suitability of ad on the content being made or whatever. So like, if you're playing like a kid-friendly game, they're not going to run like a horror movie ad, ideally, or something like that, you know? I'm playing like the logical journey of the Zoombinis or something. It plays like a, you know, an ad for like Tenet or The Exorcist or whatever them horror movies are, like a Saw ad. I feel like it'd be a bit out of left field and probably get me in trouble. Headphones aren't helping either. Headphones are being a real pain in the butt today. I keep on saying I really need to replace this aux cable, but I'm just too lazy to like buy one. Because the shipping on an aux cable is just going to be like a couple of extra dollars, and they're not expensive enough to get free shipping, and I'm like, I don't know if I care enough to pay like $5 on a cord and then another like $2 on that. And they don't sell them around where I live because I don't have a car. I'd have to like ride the bus for an hour and a half to get anywhere to pick up a cable, and then walk to the store for like half an hour from the bus stop, and then go back to the bus stop, and then ride the bus back for an hour and a half. And it'd be like a 5-hour journey just to get an aux cable, and I can't be bothered. Might be a feature for most people, might be an extension that you have. Forgot what it does, or what does what. Yeah, maybe. 45 seconds, 130? That's weird. So it gave you 2 sets of ads. That's very strange. Guess it all just goes back to the vagueness of what ad revenue is, even for Twitch. The Twitch streamer. If only people get a minute of ads instead of 3, or it's shown none. Sure makes 55% more of the revenue, but we just take that as face value. Trust Twitch really is giving us 55%. I mean, I imagine there's like some sort of law that says they can't lie about those numbers. So maybe they can like sneak in a lie, but they can't like bold-face to your like lie. Before the stream cut off. He was about to comment on the program stupidity of drivers. Which ones? There's nowhere breaking down exactly how many ads or what ads people are getting shown and how much revenue those ads are actually generating. Yeah, I talked about that before. I wish I could like choose who is able to like advertise on the channel, I guess. Because there's probably lots of ads I don't want shown on my channel. But you can't do anything about it. It's all very much trust on Twitch's part. Frankly, you don't trust them. Well, yeah, that makes sense. But Twitch has been losing money for years and years. So they're probably going to do anything they can to save money, even if that does mean, like, fudge the numbers a bit here and there. And of course, small streamers don't get anywhere near as much money as the large streamers. Like, large streamers get an incredible amount of money comparatively. As soon as you hit partner, you get the 50-50 or the whatever, instead of the 30-70 that we have now. They can't even properly tell you how many viewers you have at any given time. Yeah, that's true too. It's a bit strange. Although I guess it is kind of probably a bit more difficult than nothing to have to show who's watching on like Switch, or who's watching on like their TV, or who's watching on the computer, or you know, their phone. I imagine there's some sort of reason that's not as easy. The car stopping early. Oh yeah. I was really over the line, but oh well, nobody's here to stop me. Sure, they aren't supposed to lie about it, obviously, but there's a lot of things people aren't allowed to do that they get away with. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody had a birthday. Wow. In the middle of the night, happy birthday! It's only 1 a.m. Woo! Party! But no, yeah, it is what it is. Like, it's easier to not, like, worry about it. I mean, clearly it's not a good thing to just ignore it, but there's not much to be done about it, and you don't want to get on Twitch's bad side and lose your good faith or whatever. And this is like a glaring issue that needs to be addressed, and most of the time it's better just to ignore it and just hope that it resolves itself. Which I guess is kind of a bad way to look at things, because that just allows the problem to persist over time, but the alternative is, again, to address it and then lose any sort of good faith you have with the company, and they'll be able to take advantage of you. And companies don't like it when you point out obvious flaws. This is the dystopia we have. Yeah, yeah. Miss when it was science fiction. Ideally, it'll become science fiction again, eventually. I mean, eventually there will be people rising up in anger over the way that things are going. But, you know, it is what it is. And we'll have, like, we'll have flying cars, and, you know, we'll have robotic limbs, and, like, eye implants that can, like, you know, scan barcodes and play ads in our eyeballs. You know, all that stuff. I can't wait for bionic eyes. Although right now, it's kind of a shame, because they're making stuff like that, but they're trying to make it aesthetically pleasing instead of making it functional. Like, oh, this contact lens that works as a bionic eye was created like 10 years ago or something, and it's like, you just make a bionic eye and then make it look pretty over time, instead of trying to make a pretty bionic eye that doesn't work at all. Come on. Help me out here. They do something for real. Your old car had a feature where it showed that the gas pedal was broken when the car was standing on an incline in the roadblock and it couldn't move. Bionic eye obsolete. What is that? What do you mean by that? Huh? Obsolete bionic eye? No way. Did they just, like, give up on it? I can't click on that link, but... because I'm driving, after all. Be irresponsible. You telling me that we don't have an eye that can do everything our phone can do? We have to wear a big old visor on our face that costs $3,000 to see an email while we're on a bus or something? So we can work from home, or so we can work on the commute to work? Absolute nonsense. Company stopped support for the bionic eyes, and users found out when they went blind. Oh. Well, that sucks. No road lights on this road. No, this is, most of American roads don't have road lights. Especially not on the highways or the freeways. They're way too, like, long. The character's gonna need to take a rest stop soon. Do we have a rest stop up here? We do. I'm gonna stop at... maybe this one? Turn on there, then turn off and go into the gas station. But yeah, no. Most American roads are like hundreds of miles long. They're like so badly paved at this stage, you can't imagine like the cost it would be to like have them put in lights. The labor it would take. If it's in a city limit, it's fine. There'll definitely be lights on it, but when it's out in the middle of nowhere, no lights. Good news, the streak didn't go up. I don't know if it's good news, but it's good. That cheery. No, you're disappearing for a bit. Favorite show's on. Alright, cool. Enjoy. I will continue driving along. of overshot that turn a bit. It's good, because that means Twitch isn't counting this as a completely new stream. Yeah, I guess. But it does mean I still have to, like, I still have to download it, and then... I mean, I think it is a new stream still. I think it's just the same day as the thing. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'll still have to go in, download both the VODs, and then merge them together and put them up on the YouTube channel, though. If it's off for 2 minutes... I wish I could set it to longer than 2 minutes, because whenever my internet goes out, it's always like 3.5 or 4 minutes. It's never for 2 minutes. It'd be really nice if I could just, like, get that to work. Desert Road, you guys can't get lights since it would be hard to dig cables for them and it would be expensive. Yeah, there's that too, I suppose. Also means Bert's streak won't be broken if you didn't make it for the first 25 minutes. That's true, I hope. Bert was getting pretty high up there. It would be a real shame to lose the streak again. Maybe I should stop here, actually, because there is a repair station. I did hit a car earlier. Drive trucks IRL. Oh, thank you. I like my Bidja game truck. Yours won't let you go past 1.5 minutes before it cuts it off to a different stream? Oh, that's weird. Repair, please. Oh, I didn't take that much damage. Only 8. Okay, the insurance covers it as well. Don't need to wait for police when hitting the car. Not in this game. They just fine you for it. It'd be a nightmare to have to just sit there for like 20 minutes while the police show up. Or even longer if you're out in the middle of the desert, I guess. But no, police, if you violate a law or something, they immediately fine you rather than have a police officer actually catch you and pull you over and stuff. I imagine that's probably done because of complications in the game engine, but it ends up being just really convenient, so you don't have to like stop moving. A lot of these deliveries, because the time of the game is like, you know, unrealistic, in that it's like way faster than real life. Like 1 minute is like 5 seconds or something. If you had to wait for 20 minutes for like a period of time for a cop to show up, you'd lose out on a lot of deliveries. Okay, where's the rest stop? It's over there. Okay, fine. I'll go straight towards this building instead of trying to turn out early. Volvo. Where? This one? Cool. I think my truck's a Volvo, too. Yeah. I'm trying to like angle it, but it won't let me. Wow. Mine's better. It's red. Big Volvo and Baby Volvo. The Baby Volvo in real life. Just need the big one. Yeah. Then you could be a trucker. And make incredible amounts of money driving around the country. Apparently truck driver is an incredibly lucrative job. Just time consuming. It's very important. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's a pastel purple truck. Very cool. Definitely one of the more dangerous jobs to have. Yeah. I always get nervous, like, thinking about... Because, like, I've had offers to, like, learn how to be a truck driver from people. So I could, like, when I was, like, job searching. And, I was like, yeah, I mean, they make a lot of money, but I don't... I don't think I'd feel safe driving around the country. I guess you don't have to. You could always just do, like, the smaller local jobs, but, you know. I mean, idiots that are on the road, yeah, tons, obviously. A bus you were in once got hit from behind, didn't take damage, but had to stop in the middle of nowhere and wait for police. You ended up walking like 2 kilometers for your aunt to pick you up with her car. Ugh, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, you would have to wait for, you know, police to come and check stuff out, I guess, but... Being that this is a video game, even though it says it's a simulator, it's still a video game. Having to put a damper in the gameplay for such a long time, just to wait for something like that would be kind of frustrating, I imagine. Can't make the sign yellow right when I'm crossing. That's not fair. I'm crossing here. One-way road. Oof. Not one way, but an illegal U-turn. Couldn't drive into like a neighbor's like lot or something to turn around, or like a business or something. Either way, it sucks. Oh, and to answer a question you asked a long time ago, but yes, you did tell me you got Frostpunk. Did you have a plan on when you were going to play it, or did you already play it? I came into your stream the day after you said you had it. You were playing Skyrim, so I assume you didn't play it then, but I haven't been able to pop into any streams since. The road on a built sandbar above a marsh. Let's see. No other property. Yeah, it'd be a nightmare to build on that. You don't think you have space for any more games on your PC at the moment? No. I mean, that makes sense. And there's a lot of a lot of games nowadays, especially, are quite large. So if you have any more recent games, even Skyrim, if you have Special Edition, that's pretty big. which I assume you do, because that's the one that, like, was released, and I think they took the other one off the store. Do you still have the Fallout games installed, or did you get rid of 3 already? Twitch might just hit, you may try and get an external hard drive so you can back up your PC and your laptop and get everything transferred over. If you use an external hard drive, do not, I'd say do not, as if I have any control over this. I'm going to recommend that you don't put any games on it, because it'll take your games forever to load if you have it on an external hard drive. I think you uninstalled 3 but kept 4? Okay, cool. Just want to put your unused files on the hard drive. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, photographs and videos and stuff like that are also incredibly large. And like any art projects you do will also take up quite a lot of space. A lot of my art tends to be like around like, well, several gigs if they're like big high quality pieces. So I have to regularly like compress or just get rid of the finished products and just keep the in progress files or whatever, or you know, put them on the cloud or external hard drive or something. Objects in the mirrors disappear closer than they appear. Yeah, it's not great. I think I turned it up as high as it'll go, the mirror like reflections. I think I've talked about this before, but you can play this game in VR, and I used to all the time. And looking at these mirrors, like, they make perfect sense when you're sitting here looking at them like this. You're like, oh, that's a mirror. That looks good. That's a good mirror. But if you're in VR, these are not mirrors. They're screens. And it's so weird and obvious that they're screens, like, reflecting. Because, like, when you move your head in VR, like, you lean forward and the display doesn't change, like, based on, like, where you're positioned at. So, like, you're just looking at, like, a video of behind you rather than, like, an actual mirror that reflects the directions you're, like, trying to see from. It's very silly. It makes perfect sense, because it'd be difficult to, like, render a mirror in VR, but it's just kind of weird. Basically, you're going to get a 2 terabyte hard drive and get everything off your PC and everything off your laptop. Factory reset both, then move what you need to your laptop and stream off that. Is your laptop better than your PC? Your laptop is better than your PC. Oh, yeah. Okay, it doesn't crash constantly and die. Then you'll either give your PC to your husband or sell it. Okay. Yeah, it's always kind of risky to do from a laptop because you can't, like, easily upgrade a laptop as well as you could a PC. I don't know, it depends if you have a pre-built PC. If you have a pre-built versus like a self-built, it's easier to upgrade, but like your self-built one. Ooh, hello. Wow, I can't believe I put my waypoint all the way up here. I didn't realize it was this far away still. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just take a rest stop way up here, and it's like 10 hours later in the drive, and it's like, oh, actually, I couldn't have done that. That was way too far away. May try to get everything off your MacBook Pro. Get rid of it too. Yeah, maybe. Your laptop is newer, but by a few years, but it's a business model, not a gaming model. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Also, like, there's a lot of downsides to like gaming laptops, especially even if you had a gaming laptop. Like, they get a lot hotter. Their graphics cards are never nearly as efficient, stuff like that. But I don't know. I would recommend sticking with a PC, but it's up to you. And if you know what you want to do, and if you're not going to play anything like super intense or anything like that, because it'll work great for Skyrim, because that's quite an old game at this stage. It would work great for like Super Auto Pets or Frostpunk or any of those, like Darkest Dungeons. Any of those games would be perfectly fine on a laptop. But if you wanted to play anything like modern, like, I don't know, Helldivers or this game, or I say this game is modern, but it's pretty old too. Like, it probably wouldn't run very well. Like, my laptop can run this game on the lowest settings, but it can't. I wouldn't be able to stream it. Oh no, my internet's dying again. It's not, like, off yet, but it's it's definitely red. What the hell was that? Was that? I just ran over some cones. I kind of intentionally did that just to kill. Curious what would happen, but I didn't expect. Was there like a fence there that I ran over? No, just some cones. Those are some real durable cones. The cones are made out of like lead or something. Jeez. Like I intentionally drove over those because I was curious what would happen. I didn't expect to like impact. I expected like to bloop 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 bloop. You know? You don't need to upgrade it if it works, and if you can use it, it means you don't have to buy a new PC. Which is better. You'd prefer a PC, but you'd also prefer to not spend money on a new PC if your laptop already has everything you can do on it, or use the job, use whatever. I know what you're saying. I can't read it though. I don't know why. I just won't read. My brain won't read it. Your laptop that you already have can do the job. There you go. PC's been crashing 2 to 4 streams a week for the past month. It's gotten really bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, if the laptop does everything you want it to do and you need it to do, then that's great. I had to upgrade to this PC because my drawing programs that I used took up too much like video RAM. To like, because I had to do such large projects for people. That I had to upgrade to like do it, and I've since replaced my graphics card and my power supply, but that's the only upgrades I've had to do to it. That's because my graphics card was faulty and my power supply was also faulty. They're both faulty parts that I got from the manufacturer that I bought them from. So I bought some like higher end parts, and they've been working fine for the last year and a half or so. But yeah, it's rough. Tungsten cones cannot get dented by a bullet. I mean, I just expected them to be plastic, you know? I've never seen metal cones before. You hate sitting at your computer about to go live and worrying if you're gonna crash there or not? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, if you intend to play games like that are like intense, like there's plenty of there's hundreds of thousands of games you could play that won't require like a beefy PC. But having a laptop is perfectly reasonable. Make sure that you can connect to like 5G or whatever, I guess, because my laptop only connects to 2G because it's so old and I can't replace the thingy. But if you want to stream from the laptop, make sure it can connect to good internet. Otherwise, it's gonna be really bad. Of course, like I said, my laptop's like 10 years old, so 5G didn't even exist back then. But yeah, I felt the same way, like when I first replaced all my parts, because my computer would like shut down randomly because my power supply was faulty. And whenever I would like be using my PC or working, I'd be like, is my PC gonna crash if I like use too much power? Like if I start rendering out like a big project, is it gonna crash partway through? It's gonna shut off randomly, and it's like, ugh. And then one day it just stopped turning on altogether after we had an electrical storm. So I guess that just fried my rest of my power supply, or something. I don't know. Maybe it was just timing. But after I had a lightning storm, and then the next day when I tried to turn on my PC, it wouldn't turn on. So maybe it's unrelated, but maybe it's the same. Who knows? Yours is from 2018, and it'll be hooked to Ethernet. Oh, that would work perfectly then. Yeah, I always forget Ethernet's a thing because I haven't used it in years. I've always used Wi-Fi. Your MacBook is from 2020, but you refuse to try and bother streaming from an Apple product. Yeah, that's probably wise. Even, like, not even just streaming, but Apple just isn't good when it comes to, like, video game stuff in general. Like, there's, like, so few games that are, like... I say few. There's tons of games that are, like, able to be run on an Apple now, but... like, comparatively, the PCs are just better suited for it. And Apple definitely focuses more on, like, art and business, whereas PC focuses on, like, entertainment and stuff like that. Your Dwarf Gurumi has merged his 3 nests into one giant one. Takes up half the tank's surface. Don't know if they're expecting kids, but the nest is neat. Very cool. Maybe. Is your tank big enough if they have chillins? Especially now as you're used to everything on Windows. Yeah. There's a bunch of games you wouldn't be able to play off of the MacBook, either solely because it's Apple. Yeah. I mean, there's that. Like, it's hard to say. Apple's not bad products, just they're very dedicated to, like, one series of things. Also really expensive. Headlight usage? It's 7:30 and it's the middle of the day still. What do you mean headlight usage offense? Come on now. I really don't know when I'm supposed to turn on my headlights. I feel like it's never been particularly clear. I guess whenever it starts to get slightly less light out would be the time, but... the number of times I have to get fined for just not having my headlights on when it's like, I don't know, it looks light to me. Here. Part of me wants to just hook up my controller so I can lean back and play this instead of leaning forward and playing with my mouse and keyboard. But I know if I leaned back, I wouldn't be audible on the mic. You have to move their children to a different tank or a new home. Since the father would become more aggressive to his sons when they grow up. Oh, you got one of them angry fish. Not angry fish, but they're not gregarious. Whatever you call it. I guess that makes sense. I'm not turning yet. I put on my parking brake. I was wondering what happened. My thumb twitched and hit spacebar and put on my parking brake. That parking brake would not work that well. It would smell a little bit funny for a while, and then I'd be like, "Oh, my parking brake's on." I wouldn't even notice that it was on. It's a long drive. I think I did just take the, last time I played, the upgrade that lets me, do, like, like 1,000 kilometer deliveries or whatever. Or mile deliveries. So everything's quite a bit further than it used to be. Oh, I think this job is like 50 grand too. Like, it's gonna be paying out quite a lot, so it makes sense that it's a long job. I don't remember the button to put the visor down. I'm gonna have to look at that real quick. There's a button to lower the visor. I don't need it, but for the sake of immersion, I kind of want to. That's the right. This one. I think there is anyway. Crazy. I think I might be crazy. Can open windows. That's HUD. I thought that was there not a way to lower the visor? Okay, well. I swear there was one. I might be crazy. No, okay, they don't have function. I must have had a mod that let me do that at some point. The Garumi family includes the beta. Oh yeah, okay. So it is the aggressive fish, which is well known for its territorialism. Two males will kill each other if in the same tank. Females are only slightly better. Yeah, alright. I'm aware of beta fish. Or beta, I don't know how to pronounce them. I assume it's beta. But I am aware of those. Oh, nearly in Washington now. Oh, exciting. It's gonna make me weigh the vehicle, I bet. Darn weigh stations. We're entering Washington. Wow. Hey, bypass. Nice. Screw you. I don't need a weigh station. This is a very strange complaint, but I don't like the sound of this truck's engine very much. I kind of prefer my old truck's engine. I feel like this one's always, like, trying its hardest, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. Like, this one always sounds like it's like really struggling to do anything, whereas the old one kind of felt like it was just running. I don't know a better way to say that makes sense. I mean, it's definitely a better truck. Like, it can haul much bigger loads much easier. But it just feels like it struggles the engine. I heard that long-tailed betas can accidentally attack or bite their own tail. Don't know if it's true, though. That sounds very funny in, like, a sad way. Are they bred to be like that, or are they naturally like that? Like, aggressive. I find that most animals that exhibit, like, strange, like, aggressive behavior seem to be, like, bred to do that. One day, I want to get a wheel for this game, like a steering wheel, so I don't have to deal with the inputs like that. I guess I could play on controller, like I said previously, but it doesn't feel quite the same. It'd be kind of fun playing with a wheel. But they're expensive. If you want pedals with the wheel too, like, ooh, wow. Oh no, a new way station. No. Your vehicle's not in perfect technical state. Be more careful next time. What do you mean? I ran into some tungsten traffic cones, and that's about it. Everything else is fine. Also, I guess the truck is, like, old. I forgot I bought a used truck, because it was really cheap. I guess all the parts need to be replaced, which is going to cost the entire price of the truck all over again. But it works pretty well, honestly. Maybe that's why the engine sounds all wonky, because it's, like, really trashed. They were bred to be used in gambling fights in Asia, but their aggression is a natural trait, only magnified into fancy varieties. Wild ones are more chill, but still don't like each other. Okay. There should be very little light pollution this far out in the country. I say country, out on, like, on the highways and stuff, but they don't have, like, the real fancy nighttime that I like to see. I was thinking about playing Star Citizen on stream at some point, but then I remembered how much processing power it takes, and I wouldn't be able to do that. So then I thought I should play Elite Dangerous on stream, but then I thought, like, I don't have anything to do in that game. And I just got sad because I don't have any space games I can really play on stream. I'd love to do Star Citizen on stream at one point, but I would need to upgrade my PC a lot to be able to handle it. That's a game I just like, and it's very relaxing. I mean, until it's not, but most of the time it's very relaxing. But it's not the best optimized game in the world. So I would definitely need a better PC to run it, to stream especially, because, you know, the amount of GPU the streaming program uses on its own is pretty high. Merge left. Yeah. Yeah, I used to love Elite Dangerous. It was such a good, fun game, but after playing Star Citizen, it's hard to go back to Elite because there's so many, like, small issues that you just can't abide at that stage. Like, one of the biggest gripes that people have about Elite Dangerous is that you can't, like, walk around your ships that you buy. You can, like, look around, you can turn your head and stuff like that. And, like, look around your interior, but only the cockpit. When you like land at space stations, you can't like get out and wander around to buy things and stuff, but in Star Citizen you can walk around your ships and you can like look at all the small intricate details of the cities that you're in and stuff like that. And it's clear how much more effort they put in. Granted, Star Citizen is a game that's been in development for like 15 years and is still in alpha, and it definitely isn't like done by any stretch of the means, but it's legitimately quite a fun game. There's a lot of content there now. More content than a lot of games do have, and it kind of makes me sad that people still see it as like Scam Citizen when it has so much content now. It's just the fact that it's still in alpha is all people ever look at. But it's legitimately still a great game. Just there's some issues here and there. And of course, you'll find that people complain about the how expensive ships are and stuff, and to play the game you have to buy... You have to either play it during a free fly event, or you have to buy a ship. And the ship is just the game. So you can buy it for $40, or you can buy it for like $1,500 if you want to. And most ships can be unlocked in-game, so it's not like you're locked out of getting hold of some ships. You just have to unlock them by like getting money in the game. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I guess because I just have nothing else to talk about. But it's a good game. I suppose these streams are more about me just like rambling. There's a space engine, a simulator of the universe. Not really a game, but a cool program. Oh, interesting. It's kind of cool. Yeah, as much as I like simulator games, they have to have some aspect of gameplay for me to actually enjoy them. They need like a level up system or like goals to reach for. Like Farming Sim is like I really enjoy Farming Sim because you can buy new tractors and you can like upgrade your plots of land. You can buy new plots of land. You can hire employees, stuff like that. You can customize the plots with like buildings and decorations and stuff, which is great. But like, it's difficult to play like actual simulation games that are actual simulators with no gameplay for me. I literally just merge into that lane and then have to merge right back. It has all the known stars, but simulates also unknown stars and galaxies. Ooh, you can go to every star in every galaxy. Technical marvel. Yeah, Elite Dangerous has that too. Is like every star that you can go to in the galaxy. I'm pretty sure it's just one galaxy, but you can go to every star in the galaxy, in our galaxy. Not that you'd want to most of the time because there's nothing to see, but you can do it. It's cool. I like it a lot, but it's a bit a bit excessive. Yeah, there's lots of cool games like in space, but none that scratch the itch quite like Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen did for me. Because I just like really relaxing games where you can like drive around or like deliver packages and stuff. And Elite Dangerous has like really good mining, and Star Citizen has really good deliveries. But I can't, even though I enjoy like checking out galaxies and stuff, like looking at stars and like learning about, you know, space in general, I don't know if I would enjoy a game or a simulator that doesn't involve like some sort of ship-based or space-based like commerce or something, you know. Star Sector is a cool spaceship combat game that nobody really knows about. It's just pixel art though. I just skipped that because I was reading chat. I knew I was coming up too. I was slowing down, just didn't slow down fast enough. Sorry. Sorry. It's fine, don't worry. This is definitely legal. Yeah, Star Sector sounds familiar, so I'm sure I've either seen it or played it. I'd have to look at it. I can look at it after I finish this, because this is a way station. I can way stations. Oh, I'm not even doing a way station. I'm just delivering here. What the hell? That do not enter from that side, and I entered from that side immediately. Where do you want it? Over there in the corner? You got it. I'm so good at backing up. I'm the best at backing up into small spaces. You'll see. Oh, that's a really small space, actually. You go. Hey. Excellent. Perfect. I'm so good at games. Let me go check out the Star Sector real quick, because I know that name. I'm sure of it. Star Sector. Yeah, I recognize this game. I never played it, but I recognize it. Cool. Yeah, it looks like a ship combat game. Looks not bad. Looks interesting. Before I open any more tabs, let me double check that yeah, okay. But yeah, I used to play Star Trek Online because a friend of mine recommended it. And he's like, oh no, you like space games, you'll like this. I'm like, I don't know. And I played it and I'm like, I like Star Trek, I like space games, I don't like this. I didn't like it at all. I played for a while to like give it a good fair shake, but I really didn't love it. What's my banks looking like? How many loans do I have out? Ooh, a big one. I could pay that off right now, actually. I just have to pay off another 300 grand and I'll be good. Wowee. Going to bed now? Okay, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Sleep well. I will continue driving about myself. Maybe upgrade my truck, perhaps. Ooh, new paint job. Some mud flaps. New chassis. A spoiler for some reason. Good night. I guess those are for different trucks, not the trucks that I currently have. Oh, those are trailers. Those are trailer upgrades. I don't even know how the how the trailers work. Baldo says good night. I know the trailers are a thing. I just don't know how they work. I imagine I should buy one. Because I would hazard a guess they in some way improve my profits or experience if I use my own trailer versus the trailers they give me. But I'd have to look into that outside the game at some point. Okay, where am I going? Got any jobs from Spokane to Utah? Washington to Utah. A pretty long journey. That's 50 grand. I could do it. I mean, no reason not to, I guess. I could do some really close range ones if I wanted to. Heavy bulldozer, that's a times job, but it's not a Valentine's job. As far as I know. Yeah. Okay. Guess I'll go Spokane to Logan, Utah. Buffalo, you know. Oh, is the job from here? Oh, it sure is. Look at that. What a bad place to park that. And drive all the way around to get it out? I sometimes forget that my steering wheel is just guns. Apparently I'm very tired. I guess I need to like go find a rest stop on the way before I continue on too far. Where's a good rest stop? That's a big old open stretch of land with nothing. I guess there's a good rest stop, but it's on the other side of the road, so I'd have to turn in. But it does have a repair station and a gas station, so it might be better. Yeah, let's just do it. You know what I could have done is I could have probably upgraded one of my garages and maybe bought a new car or a new truck so that I could get more employees working at a time. I could make more money back instead of spending all that money to pay off the loan. Because this is going to sound crazy, but as soon as I pay off the loan that I currently have taken out, I'm going to take out another massive loan, buy a garage, buy some vehicles, and hire some employees. So I could have just expedited that process by doing it now. I think the garage that I have now is already fully upgraded. I have to look, I guess. I think I can press G to open garage. Yeah. Yeah, this one's 3 out of 5. I have 4 trucks here? What the heck? I don't have an employee. What? Why? No driver assigned. How'd that happen? Martin M. Just-in-time delivery. You have valuable cargo and you have fragile cargo, so you're coming in. Lucas O. Welcome. I don't know why that I don't know why I had a spare truck. Oh, that was my old truck, I think. That's why. Cool. Yeah, so I don't know what this is. Upgrade. Fully equipped garage of this size is expected to earn this much money a week. The bar shows how well this garage is doing. Oh, so I'm not doing great, but I also I don't have another truck or driver, so I am not losing money, but I'm not gaining as much money as I could. Because I don't have a 5th truck, and I didn't have a 4th driver, so. When I take out a massive loan, I'll buy a new truck and get a new driver, and eventually I'm going to have to upgrade those trucks. Maybe I should buy like a fleet of the same truck from one brand. Are they called fleets? Maybe I'll call them a lance. Because they're like tanks. A fleet is like ships, right? I guess they're kind of like ships. But I gotta keep an eye out for my employees' well-being and truck health, because I'd like them to improve and become better employees, so I need to make sure that they're good to go. Police station to the left, okay. Not exactly how important it is to improve the employee trucks. I assume it'll increase my profit by a fair amount. But I don't know that for sure. Can I replace all my parts individually? I might have to. If it takes like an incredible amount of money to replace my truck all at once, replacing each individual part might be a better option. When I get to the repair station, I'll see if I'm allowed to. I have 20 grand, so I might be able to afford something. Part of me kind of wants to replace the nighttime texture of the sky with like a Milky Way like photograph from like a mountaintop, where it has like all the stars in the sky like shining overhead and stuff like that, versus like that's a polluted city light one, or a city light polluted one, whatever. Why are you driving so slow? Speed limit's 55. What are you doing? We could be going so much faster. But you are going so slow. Don't you know this is not a chill stream, this is a racing stream where I try to outrun and outpace all others around. The joke game called Cluster Truck, where you parkour from a bunch of trucks. You have semi-random AI, you have to get to the goal without touching the ground. I have played that game. I do think it's quite fun, but it is also a little bit frustrating because of that semi-random AI thing, where you can't like get exact movements a lot of the time. Because there's no like trend to learn, you just have to like be very reactionary. It is very fun though. It's a cool game. Very silly idea for a game. But I have played it. It's very cool. I don't remember the button for wipers. I don't remember the button for wipers. Maybe it's P. It's not P. I don't remember the button for wipers. Is it period? No. Is it comma? No. It's I. O. No, O is my emergency lights. U. Y. N. No, that's honk. J. That's brights. H. It's horn. K. What's the button for wipers? Plus? Minus? Oh, it's the button that looks like a wiper. That's what it is. Because I could never remember what the button was. I made it the button that looks like a windshield wiper. The slash. Ooh, a lightning storm. That's kind of fun. It is indeed a cluster truck. Oh, yeah. That's a perfect name for that game. That's a shame I'm gonna have to go to sleep in the middle of a thunderstorm. I would have loved to drive through this. I think this is the first thunderstorm I've ever seen. Oh, it's an exit only, isn't it? I would speak, but I just kind of like listening to the sounds of the game. Looks like my character is close to passing out. But I'm not allowed to sleep on the side of the road. I have to find a rest stop. And we're pretty close. I think it's right up ahead, yeah. But I might get fined before I reach that spot. He's tired, yeah. We're exhausted. That's also a good one. Drive over this grass because I can't quite make this turn. The trailer does not like it. Ah! I'm tired and I hit a pole. I took the turn at the wrong spot. I was supposed to enter from over there, which would have made this a lot easier, but I entered too early. I realized that as I was turning that I'd entered the wrong area. Alright, service, please. Repair all. Confirm. Want to replace things. How much would it cost to replace my engine? 2,000. Not bad. Although permanent wear is not it's not that badly. It's probably fine. It said that I'm not in perfect condition to drive, but I think it's fine. It doesn't seem like it's that bad. The only thing that's worn really is the transmission, I guess. Or whatever this is. I assume that's transmission. Actually look. I don't know, but... Wait, the total restoration is what I needed. 240 grand. Yeah, that's the thing. Doing that will repair all of my parts forever. And they're quite old parts, so, you know, it is what it is. Pole's also tungsten, apparently. Yeah, well, it's fine. Okay, I'm fine. I might need to repair this pretty soon, but it's fine. Gotta find my sleepy zone. Oh yeah, right. I forgot I even have a GPS. Like I don't even need this GPS. I was looking at the GPS in the corner this whole time. I forgot I had that GPS there that I can just look at. One of the reasons I bought this new truck was because it had a GPS in it. You can't roll up windows when the engine's off. My loan installments, they've been paid. No. Alright, now I gotta get back to where I was, which is up through here, apparently. Isn't true. I can just go this direction, then through here, then up. Right? Oh, there you go. It just works there. Perfect. Are there any inns you sleep in the truck? There are, but I don't think that you can like park at them. You don't like you can't get out of the truck. Like the truck's the thing. I have a bed back there too. So I have a cab. But yeah, you can like park at the inns. Freaking European truck over here. Hey Bert, how you doing? It's going alright. Just relaxing. Crashing. Stream crashing late. Yeah. It's fine. Doing okay? Well, okay. That's always better than bad. I'm excited to play more Gloomhaven, but I am going to turn the difficulty down, and I've decided after I'm no longer tilted that was going to be the case. I was too angry at the time. Too frustrated, I guess, not angry. To think clearly. Now I'm going to turn the game down, so it's not too hard. Because I'm clearly not having, like, an easy time with normal difficulty. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I know. Imagine that. Glad I thought of it. But no, I do obviously have like a pride issue where, like, it's because it's on normal difficulty is the issue. If it wasn't called normal, I wouldn't mind turning it down. But turning a game down on a difficulty that I would consider less than hard feels kind of bad. Because there's a lot of difficulties. There's like baby mode, then there's easy, then normal, hard, very hard, nightmare, and like extreme or whatever. And so normal is like pretty far down the list already. Can always turn it back up later. I probably won't, if I'm honest. If the game is going to be that hard on normal, I probably would just keep it on easy. I just realized the revolver steering wheel. Yeah. When I bought the truck, I was customizing its interior, and I saw the revolver steering wheel, and I was like, "Wow, I need that." It's very silly. Very America. Yeah, in Gloomhaven, I don't know. I'll probably leave it on the difficulty I choose for it. I've made an effort to stop playing games on like hard difficulties, but having a game be so difficult on like what the recommended difficulty would be feels really bad. And like I think I'm pretty decent at games. Like not joking, like joking aside. I know I say I'm so good at games all the time, but in reality, I think I'm pretty okay at games. So having a game just consistently beat the hell out of me is kind of rough. You have to go now? Alright, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Keep me posted on your little fishies. I want to know if they have babies. Makes me feel better. The labels like normal and easy or an invention they made in the PC game, in the board game. It's just a numerical modifier you apply to the scenario level. Yeah, I know. It's like it's not the thing. It's just that like it's gonna like a petty reason I guess here, but in the difficulty settings. When a game has difficulty settings and they add like an insult in the middle of it, I've always really despised it. Like, I can't think of very many of them, but there's a couple of games that'll like make fun of you for picking lower difficulties, and I'm like, man, that sucks. Why would you do that? And it's like, it works. Like, it makes me not want to play on that difficulty because I hate that it has that. So there's like safe mode in Gloomhaven, which is the lowest difficulty, which I don't intend to play on, but I might have to. And on safe mode, or whatever it is, it has like a picture of a pacifier in the skull, and I'm like, I know that it's a joke, but like, man, that really makes me feel bad. Like, that I might have to turn it down to that at some point. I think like, God, what was it? There was another game that did that too, recently. Like Serious Sam or something, I can't remember. I say recently, not terribly long ago, but yeah. Not the best way to depict it. Yeah, because like, I want to have fun playing games, but I also don't want to be insulted while playing them. So being told I'm playing on baby mode is like, man, I could just stop playing your game and play a game that I'm not being frustrated with. But yeah, I know it's a joke, so I try not to take it seriously, but it does really tilt me when a game is telling me I'm playing on baby mode. Anyway, so I'll be turning it down to easy difficulty when I play on Friday. And then hopefully that'll be easy enough to, like, win any of the campaign missions at all. I really thought I could do it on normal, though. Like, even though the game is hard, I just don't have, like, the experience or, like, patience to do it, I guess. I don't want it to be, like, super easy. I just don't want it to be, like, fail 3 or 4 times every mission until I win, kind of hard. At least Gloomhaven lets you retry, but they don't let you retry till you lose, which is kind of the problem. If it let me restart partway through the mission, I wouldn't really mind it. Or if it was like permadeath or something, that might be a better option. I don't want permadeath, but if it was permadeath, I wouldn't mind it nearly as much because I would be trying to keep everybody alive. But being like having the ability to restart means I have to be a lot less careful in mission because I don't care as much. But like Xenonauts, again, is another game I really struggled with, but had a lot of fun playing. In a similar vein to Gloomhaven. But in Xenonauts, you either, when you lose a mission, those people die, and they're just dead. Like, if you don't evac them, they're dead. But I also had like 15 people to work with at a time, so it's a bit different. But yeah, I look forward to playing it again in the future on an easier difficulty. I guess my hesitation kind of stems mostly from the fact that it's a long game. And if it's meant to be 100 hours, I'm assuming that means it's probably not factoring in the amount of deaths that you might come across in the game. Or like failures, rather. So if you fail a mission twice, it means it's going to be 200 hours if you fail every mission twice. Steak night! Stuff like that. And I'm okay with a 100-hour game, but a 200-hour game, I don't know. It's a bit excessive. Yeah, the difficulty level is meant to be adjusted during the campaign. It's not meant to be played on the same level from start to finish. I know, I get it, I do understand, but I fully understand that like a DM in the board game would be able to adjust that on the fly, and the players wouldn't have to always chase like these numbers the same, or face these numbers the same. But I've played other games that are like similar in that they're tabletop games that have been adapted as PC games, and I've never struggled with any of them as much as I'm struggling with Gloomhaven, which just kind of goes to show how difficult the game is normally. Some group combinations are just a lot more powerful than others. I mean, there's that too. And I'm sure if I'd chosen, like, a character that's primarily, like, ranged or something, if there is one that I have access to, I assume the mage is ranged. I think that probably would have been better. And I did choose intentionally an easy player, or an easy character, a medium character, and a hard character. So maybe if I had chosen, like, the easiest combination of characters, it would have gone differently or better. And like I said, like, I'm going with only 3 people because it was you were recommending it to me. I could try with 4, or I could just try to replace the characters I have, because my current Gloomhaven reputation is tier 2 now, which I think means my recruits will be higher level as well. If I'm remembering that correctly. You do a relatively difficult group with 2 squishy characters, yeah. You start at level 2 now, okay. So they're all like the same level as my characters. I guess Tom and Rat are level 3 now, but A2 Brute is still level 2. My freaking headphones just keep on, like, crackling. I don't know what part of my headphones is busted, so I can't, like, I can't, like, fix it, you know? I could unplug them, but when I go into Bluetooth, it means that it makes the entire, like, computer's audio really, really quiet. And I have to, like, decibel boost the receiver, like, or whatever. Like, right now I have my audio not boosted at all, right? In fact, I have it, like, lowered by 10 decibels. But if I was to unplug my headphones and go into Bluetooth, I could boost it to, like, plus 20 and it still would be too quiet. Because I have no idea why, just because. So I'm trying really hard to use my aux cable all the time when I stream so that the audio, like, sounds good, but boy is it not. Is it really frustrating having that crackle happen so often. Like, sometimes the audio will just completely cut out. I really need to get a new cord. I know I complain about that a lot, but I really do need to order one. Problem is, it'll go like 5 or 6 days without being an issue, and then one day it's just, like, terrible. Because I, like, adjusted the cord just a little bit wrong, so now it's just, like, kinked in the wrong way or something. Anyway, so yeah. I may, if I still can't beat that mission on easy mode, which seems unlikely, I might try to play a different combination of characters. Retire Mind Thief and Tinker quite soon, if you remember the quest. Yeah. The Mind Thief should have more than half of the needed exhaustions, and Tinker might only need 1 more boss scenario after the battle. Yeah, that's exactly correct. I think Mind Thief is on 7 out of 12, and Tinker is on 3 of 4 if I beat this next mission. That'll give me new characters to work with, and then they go away, so I have to replace them. So I'll have to change my team combo eventually anyway. And it'll knock 2 new characters to play, if I feel like it, which might be nice. I don't know what the character's gonna be, but I expect they'll be cool. Yeah, I hope it doesn't come off that I'm having a bad time, because I am enjoying myself, even if I get frustrated. It's something I legitimately worry about once I end stream, it's like, if I get frustrated during a game, I always feel like it's going to come off that I'm having a bad time, and I'm not, I just get frustrated. But if I was having a bad time, I wouldn't play the game. Like, I hope that it doesn't come across like that, because I don't want it to. Why am I turning around? Oh, I see. Music Note and Lightning Bolt. Both great characters. Why did I not stop? Well, it's fine. I was holding down the stop button. That's the second crash I've had. Well, actually, like, the third crash I've had today. I was holding down the brake button, both brake buttons, and I wasn't going that fast. I think maybe I shouldn't use the trailer brake. Maybe I should use the engine brake. I've been avoiding using the engine brake because I think it causes damage to the engine. But if it's not going to stop, I can press the engine brake. If that keeps happening. Don't worry, they're fine. It just cost me like $900 probably. Considering I'm currently a bit short on cash. Not great. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Lightning Bolt and Music Note are. I think Music Note's clearly a bard, so that's going to be a buffer. Which means I can replace Tom, the Tinker. And Lightning Bolt's probably a wizard, I would guess, or like a scout maybe. Like a speedy character of some description, or a wizard. And so I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing to replace the Mind Thief with. But Brute is, like, having a really rough time just existing generally. I don't even remember what A2's, like, challenge was at this stage. I think it was just kill, like, a certain number of enemies or something. Oh, no, it was get perk points. It was get 12 perk points. That's what it was. And they're really far behind on those perk points. Because I can never finish their battle objectives. Their battle challenges. Brute used to get perk points. You don't remember which class that unlocks, though. Grumpy Face? Actually, I think Brute might be the one that unlocks the Music Note. I think Mind Thief unlocks the Grumpy Face. Freaking headphones! Stop crackling! Stop it! Stop crackling! Please, I beg you. Ah! Just stop here for a moment while I, while I fiddle with my headphones a bit so that I can stop the horrible crackling noise in my ears constantly. Angry Face is the official spoiler-free name of that character, by the way. Oh. Okay. Well, in that case, Angry Face, I think, is going to be the one that unlocks Mind Thief. But, you know, no way to be sure. Audio is still picking up on stream, apparently, despite my headphones being, like, off. Okay. I don't have the crackles, and the headphones are in now, so I should be fine. No audio issues on stream? Good. It was awful for me. Like, it was like every time I would, like barely move my head, it would, like, have this, like, noise. Like, it was so frustrating. I was okay with it for about 20 minutes, and then I was like, I can't handle it anymore. It needs to stop. Like, every time I had to, like, look down at chat, I have to move my head imperceptibly forward so I can move, like, look past my glasses. And every time I would do that, it would cause the crackle noise. Anyway, I'm glad it didn't pick up on stream, because it would be horribly annoying. Yes, I look forward to finding out what Angry Face does and Music Note. And Lightning Bolt. It's weird that they don't tell me what the classes are, they just give me a visual indicator of what they're gonna be. Because I'm sure Music Note is Bard. But what would Lightning Bolts or Angry Face be? Maybe Angry Face is Berserker, but if I had like a Berserker class, I would make it like an axe or something. Like, I wouldn't make it an Angry Face. When I saw Angry Face, I thought they made like a stone creature, like a golem or something, maybe? And that would be like a tank class, but I think there already is like a stone person, right? That's Cragheart? Is that what their name is? I think that's Cragheart, so like it feels like it'd be weird to have another stone person. Or maybe there's just 3 races and they all just have different classes. Like, maybe they're the same race of character, but just different people, different named characters or whatever. I hadn't considered that until just now. Unlocking hidden content is always fun. Very true, yeah. Did it have something similar in the tabletop? Where you had to, like, you couldn't get new characters until you've completed, like, battle goals or whatever? Or is that a game-specific thing? Feels like a very strange thing to have in a tabletop. The board game, those miniatures are packed up in sealed boxes. It works exactly the same as in the PC game. Oh, weird. Very strange, but cool. Just opening a new box to see what the character inside is. I assume the boxes aren't visible. You can't, like, see through them. That's what you mean by sealed? So you have to open it up and it's like a surprise what it is? A lot of fun? Yeah, it seems like it. That's a really unique and interesting way to have a board game set up. I imagine if I had played Gloomhaven on like the tabletop, I'd really like it. The PC game is fine. It's fun too, but like I just feel like there's something missing from like cause if it's like a faithful adaptation, then you don't get quite the same like sort of excitement or whatever of like coming across a new character or whatever. Not to mention, I don't have a DM who can adjust the scenarios on the fly for me, so I don't have to bite the bullet and admit that I'm not very good at the game. They can just like hide that from me and pretend that I'm really strong. Cardboard boxes, and the only clue you have is the icon printed on it. Yes, that's cool. I like that. The downside to this gun wheel that I have is I cannot see my gas very well. And I know I can see it like elsewhere. That's fine. But the gas is like right there, and I can't see that. There's like gas mileage there. There's a way to change this, but I don't remember how to do it. I think it's like, is it, no, it's like F? If I press F, what's going to happen? F is my hazards. There's a way to change that display in the center, but I can't remember what it is. I might just figure that out right now, actually. I don't know why I'm not just looking. I have the capacity to pause the game and look at the buttons. Should be like a display button here. Where's differential lock, left turn indicator, hazard light, high beam, beacon, horn, arrow, wipers back? You know I had back wipers. Cruise control, dashboard display. I'm gonna make that right click because I don't think right click does anything else. There you go. Yeah, I've got 266 gallons fuel. I'm cruising at 65. I don't know if these temperatures matter in the game. I think it's just a immersion thing. Economy fuel. I don't know what that means in this game. I think that's just the type of fuel I have. I thought I had a realistic fuel, but maybe I have something else. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'll just keep the amount of fuel I have left here. I've been wondering how long it's going to take me to beat Valheim, because I have to find the new areas too, and then I have to beat the bosses. If there's 2 bosses left, then that probably means that I'm going to have to upgrade my armor, which is going to take about a week. So I think I'm trying to plan for the next game after Valheim. Because even though I can continue playing Valheim for like as long as I feel like, but I want to try to get to the other games I have planned. I'm trying to figure out like generally how much time I have left till I'm finished with the content that is available right now. Which I guess saying that out loud makes it sound like I want to hurry it along, which isn't true. I just want to like have a general idea of when the next game will be started, which is Dead Cells. So I think if I can beat Yagluth next stream or the stream after, I'm gonna guess it'll take about a week to improve my armor. The next biome will take a while. Oh no, okay. Well, anyway, I think it'll take about a week to improve my armor. And then I guess if the biomes might take me a while, it'll take another week. And then the last boss that's available will probably take another week. So I'm gonna guess like 4 more weeks of Valheim, generally. Like, maybe? If I kill Yagluth, yeah. Well, if I don't get like harassed by like 50 enemies, I can probably do it. I felt like he was taking a lot of damage. I felt like I was doing some proper damage to it last time I fought it, but because the incredible horde of minions came upon me, and I had to fight them off the entire time instead, that it wasn't working out very good. But I think it'll be about another month of Valheim, and then I can switch to Dead Cells probably. But that's obviously tentative. There's no way that's 100% the way it's going to be. And I don't know when their next content expansion is going to be, because they're currently working on one of the biomes, and I don't know if they're going to release it before I finish what I'm doing. Hard to say, but anyway. So I suspect it'll be about another month, maybe a little bit longer, before I finish Valheim. And then I'll play Dead Cells, and that'll take like 2 or 3 streams. And then I'll be going on to BioShock after that. Feels weird how long I've been like saying I'll play BioShock, when in actuality it's been like half a year. I'm like, I'll play BioShock soon. Half a year later, it's like, oh well, you know, I'll play BioShock soon. I guess when you only play a game for 4 hours a day, it takes a lot longer. And like, if you play several games 4 hours a day, it takes a lot longer to beat any of them. Because all my like predictions for when games would be like played or beaten are all based on like my original stream schedule, where I'd play a single game until it was beaten 4 hours or like 2.5 hours a day, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But now that I'm not playing one game at a time, it takes way longer to beat. But it does help a lot with fatigue and stuff. Like, I never get bored of any of the games now. Like, Medieval Dynasty was one of those games, like, I really loved playing, but near the end, I was so exhausted from it constantly, because I was playing nothing but it the entire time. Like, I loved the game, but it was so much of the same over and over again. And now that I have, like, now that I've been allowed to play whatever I want, as if I wasn't always allowed, now that I've set up a schedule for myself to play more than one game at a time, I feel a bit overwhelmed a lot of the time, but it's a lot easier, and I don't ever feel exhausted from any individual game. But then my viewer count changes pretty pretty aggressively because of that. I've noticed as well. Because my goodness, the like some streams are like 10 to 12 viewers, some streams are like 3 to 4. So it gets kind of wild because some of the games just have no interest. And like sometimes I intentionally sabotage myself. Like I was playing Heat Signature and I really liked Heat Signature and I wanted to show it off, but nobody came to those streams and my stream numbers tanked so bad when I was playing those. Have I played the Medieval Dynasty in multiplayer yet? I have. I played it with my friend. 2 friends, actually. I played it with 2 people. One at a time, individually, like 2 people at a time. One person, whatever. I played multiplayer with 1 person 2 times. It was very fun. It does feel significantly easier. Is it worth it if I wouldn't have played it before? What, the multiplayer? Thinking about picking it up at some point, but only for the multiplayer. Oh, it's the same game, but a little bit easier. It's fun. There's nothing like particularly unique about it other than it just has 2 players instead of 1. The new map is really nice. It's really pretty and it's really big and open. It's got a lot of good building territories. It's just the same game, but a little bit less difficult to build stuff because you have a friend to help you. So if it looks interesting and you know you want to pick it up for multiplayer, then yeah, it's great. I'd recommend it. I haven't noticed any like bugs or anything with it. Yep, if you do pick it up, let me know how it goes. I'm always happy to hear about people playing games that I like. It's always fun to listen to how their opinions of them. I should probably check my character's tiredness, but I guess when they start yawning, I'll know how tired they are. I won't have to check right now. I don't know what that said. It said Ohio State law, or Idaho State law, and then it said slow down if, and I was like, oh, well, I've already passed it. Those signs come up a lot, and I've never taken the time to read one because there's like I'm traveling at 65 miles an hour. I can't read those signs. Not in the game, purely because I can't render them at that size, at that distance. Slow down if you drive too fast to read the sign. Yeah, maybe that's what it says. That would make sense. I guess if I turned on the brights and then like zoomed in like that, I could probably see them from a distance. But I never do. I always forget, and when I see the signs again, it's been like such a long time since I saw them last time that I forget they're going to be there. Just going to drift slowly into one lane while I drink. It's fine. I'm the only person on the road right now. Don't turn on your brights when there's a car in front of you. Look, I just wanted to make sure I could read the sign. I don't care if they crash. They're not real. Only I'm the real person here. Only I will take severe bodily harm from crashing into other vehicles and poles and things. This is all a simulation. None of it's real. realized I could have just done this instead of slamming into the road. Slow down and move over for stopped, emergency, and authorized vehicles. Well, that's not even that's not even state law. That's just normal. That's just normal law. What do you? I crashed my truck for that. Come on. They made me crash my truck for that. Can you imagine? Can you hurry so I can get into the lane? Please? Maybe you should get a stronger truck if you can't make this hill. Oh, you think about that? Anyway. But now that I know what that sign says, I'll never have to read them again. All trucks right lane. Boo. Why did I get a fine for that? They're the one who tried to merge into oncoming traffic at the wrong time. I wasn't obligated to stop for that. They're the one who should have been fined for that. That's like the only time I am gonna legitimately say that one was not my fault. I'm screaming down the highway at 65 miles an hour, and they turn into me to merge? Come on. Today's a very crash-heavy day. Been crashing constantly. I guess I've done it. I'm waiting for the fine to pop up telling me I didn't actually weigh my truck, because I didn't see the thing pop up to say that I did it. And today's crashing, Tim. Yep. Sure is crashing, Tim. Poor Tim. Yeah, usually I'm pretty good at driving in this game. I don't know why I keep crashing. Well, that time again, that one definitely wasn't my fault. Most of the time it's a mistake on my part. That one was not. That was just the game being weird and silly. Which I guess is true to real life, too. The number of times I'm sure people have crashed on the on-ramp because they tried to merge at the wrong time. It's, pretty often. Do I have a limiter on my truck that can't go above 65? I'm going downhill right now. Can I turn off my truck's limiter? What? I don't usually want to go above 65, but I don't like that there's a limiter on it. Do I not have it on? Truck speed limiter. It's off, apparently. Doesn't seem like it's off, but it's off. I guess this truck just can't go above 65 with the cargo I'm carrying. I don't mind following the speed limit, but I can't, because I'm too slow. My truck can't go faster. I guess it's just the the engine can't pull faster. It is specialized for heavy cargo, not for speed, I guess. Anyway, so tomorrow's going to be Valheim. I'm anticipating fighting Yagluth, at least trying to. I'm going to level up my armor the rest of the way. I'm going to explore until I find something new. And something else, probably. I don't know. But those are my most of my plans, anyway. To finish leveling armor, explore until I find something new, and then fight Yagluth, maybe. And whatever the last goal was, I cannot remember, but... I don't think Yagluth seemed that difficult. I mean, I am kitted out pretty heavily. I guess I could upgrade my sword to be a black metal sword instead of the sword I currently have equipped, which is silver, but the fully upgraded silver sword is, like, incredibly good compared to the black metal sword, and the spirit damage, I imagine, is pretty good against Yagluth, who is an undead creature. Maybe a mace would be better, but there's no, as far as I know, no black metal mace, unless I just haven't found the thing I need for it. No silver mace either, for that matter. But when I go exploring, I worry that I won't find anything, and then I'll just be exploring for the entire stream for no reason. I'll make sure to bring tons of food, and I'll bring, like, low-level armor. The porcupine is a mace? I don't think I've ever seen the porcupine. Whatever that is. I did. It's a very spiky mace. I don't remember seeing it. I feel like I would have... I feel like I would have noticed, but maybe. I'll check when I play next. Remember I commented that it looks cool? Did I? I can't remember it at all. All I remember is the black metal weapons were the sword and the axe, and I was like, oh, well, that's a shame. That's all I can remember. Maybe I thought there would be a pickaxe too, but there wasn't. I don't know. I don't remember the porcupine, but I'll definitely look for it when I play next. If I don't remember, remind me, I suppose. Oh no, it's Betty Bye time. Where's the nearest rest stop? Right next to the delivery spots, so maybe I should deliver and then rest. I wonder if these deliveries are so pricey because it's an event, or if they're just naturally this expensive, like normally. 'Cause I'm getting like 50 grand per delivery, but I'm wondering if that's distance, or if that's just because it's an event. It doesn't really matter to me either way, I'm happy to do it, but just kind of curious. It feels so much more expensive than any other deliveries I've done. I'm hoping the music doesn't get picked up again. Last time I played a game, Power Wash Simulator, I think it was, that had the royalty-free, no, not royalty-free, the music that I have. But it's not royalty-free, but I'm allowed to use. Last time I had music playing on stream, it copyrighted one of the songs. And it was copywritten by, like, literally nobody. Like, when it was like, who is copywritten this song? Who's copyright striking me? It was like blank blank from like 1 minute to 3 minutes, and I'm like, well, this is clearly not correct. So I knew it wasn't like a real claim, but I wasn't gonna contest it because you have to put in like your full legal information and address and stuff like to contest it, and I'm like, I don't think that's necessary for this. Firstly, I don't make any money off of this, and secondly, I don't care that much. It was in my starting soon screen for like a minute and a half. But it is weird that that got struck for some reason. Welcome back, Dragon. How was your show? Oh, Bert. Is your streak still going? Because my stream died at like 25 minutes into the stream. And I had to it started a new stream, so you might have lost your streak again. But I'm not positive. You were lurking at that time? Oh, okay, cool. just figured I'd check, because your streak was getting up there. So, it would be a shame if you lost it again. It'll be demonetized again this week? Really? Must be a contentious subject or something. Or just a lot of swears. It's an Australian show, the swears are a given. Yeah, right. This is, again, slightly unrelated. There's a Taskmaster Australia is being put up on YouTube now. And it's not bad. I don't like it as much as I liked Taskmaster New Zealand, but Australia is not bad. Mostly the host. I don't like the host very much, but that's fine. They're famous for a reason. But it's still good. Devolver Digital had a Valentine's Day giveaway? What? If extremely low. Oh, okay. Huh. Why would Devolver Digital have that? What is it, Are they partnered with Bad Dragon? This is not turning as sharply as I need it to. Also, I'm a little bit surprised you didn't get auto-modded for that. I don't know why you would, but just kind of surprised, is all. This giant trailer right next to me is so annoying. I can't really park this because there's a giant trailer blocking my normal path for parking this place. What do you mean? Just get in there. Why am I suddenly unable to move? As far as I can tell, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to move. It's like I got stuck on, like, I clipped into the terrain or something and it won't let me move now. I am holding forward and it's slowly moving me backwards for some reason. I'll cheat park in this. What is happening? It's like getting stuck on terrain that isn't there. Like these little like concrete like blockers are like bigger than they are. I had literally no problem parking a different one in this exact spot. I don't know why this is giving me such a hard time this time. I had to go into third person to park this, like a non-immersion parker. Imagine that. The shame. The humiliation. Hey, entrepreneur, level 16. There's no mention of the bad dragon other than saying it was similar. You reckon they'd have had their name all over the press release if it was. It's very pretty with gold swirls and a dark purple coloring. Oh. That's nice. What is it for? Did Devolver Digital have a game release recently that it is in some way related to? Or is it just for fun, I guess, or something? The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I don't know if I should look that up because of the context of this current discussion. Ooh, the art style is very nice. I don't exactly know how it's related. I mean, there is very clearly a giant monster with gold and purple, so I assume it's probably meant to be that. But, alright, well, anyway. It's a very good art style, that game. I would assume so, yes. Yeah, okay. It's kind of funny. I didn't level up. I thought I did. Dang. Anyway, I should. It's very interesting that that's what they chose to do, as like a press thing, their press release or whatever, their giveaway. Very funny, very strange. I need to go find a place to sleep before I begin the next job. Actually, I should probably begin the next job and then sleep, because that way I don't have to drive back here. It's definitely gonna make me pick up from here to somewhere else. Oh no, it's not. Boo. Oh, wait, no, I didn't do external contracts. Logan to Salem. Newport. Yeah, I'll see Logan to Salem. Begin delivery. And immediately after picking up this delivery, I'll go to sleep. And then go from there. In case it wasn't clear what I'm doing here, by the way, I haven't mentioned it since the start of the stream. I am delivering Valentine's Day gifts because there's a Valentine's Day event going on right now. And it's no different than any other delivery. It's just that it says that it's for Valentine's Day. So, So I assume it's chocolates and flowers and teddy bears and, you know, things like that. Okay, I want to go to here to sleep. Seems a bit late. Well, the event goes till the 18th. Also, how dare you? I started this stream on Valentine's Day. It's not late at all. This is a Valentine's Day stream. Driving the present to the shop. They're not going to be given to anyone in time for Valentine's Day. They're chocolates, right? People love buying chocolate after Valentine's Day. They always go on sale. It's perfect. It's a perfect opportunity. You hike up the price for Valentine's Day, then you lower it back down to normal and people think it's on sale. Then you sell tons and tons of chocolate at the normal price. It's genius. Also, flowers are anytime, and teddy bears are just cute and fun. You're in my blind spot. The fire truck's in my blind spot. My character's very tired, so I'm hoping to get to that rest stop before I start getting fined for negligence. Driving while sleepy. I like that it tells me I should find a place to park and sleep, but it's like, yeah, the nearest place I could park is still like 30 miles away. I can't just stop right now and go. Much as I'd like to just sleep wherever, even though I have this like cab on the back that should let me sleep wherever. I have to go find a rest stop to sleep, and that means I have to keep driving, and that means I, you know, have to get fined. I guess I could try to sleep earlier, but before it becomes an issue. But then it's just wasting time that I could be driving and delivering. Yeah, I know. Go away, I know. You don't have to tell me I'm tired, I'm aware. I can see it. I can hear it. I know the truth. You'll never hide it from me. Not this time, not ever. Yeah, I'm just going straight ahead to that and then turn it off. It's hard to see on this little GPS because I can't adjust its size. Zoom. Sorry. I know. I know I'm tired. I wonder if there's a way to turn that off. Because, like, I'm aware that my character's tired. I don't need it telling me over and over again. I wouldn't mind it if it only happened like once or twice, but it happens like every couple of seconds, and then it starts finding me for it, and it's like, yeah, I know, but like, what am I gonna do? I need to turn there. I can turn here. Whole idea, maybe sleep for a bit. I'm trying. I'm driving as fast as I can to get to the location I'm allowed to sleep at. If I was allowed to sleep on the side of the road, I would do it. I just can't. I have to sleep at these designated locations. There, I slept. Now it's the middle of the day and it's real bright. I don't know if those windshield wipers. Probably do a way station as well, so I can skip the next one while I'm here. Now we're full up, and we can start going. Back to driving on the road to deliver to somewhere in Oregon. I don't remember where. I think it was Newport, maybe? Newport might have been the other one that I chose not to go to. No, Salem, wasn't it? capital of Oregon, I think. Place with the golden statue of the person from somewhere? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Salem's the one with the golden statue. You're not allowed to build any buildings above the golden statue. Ooh, 80 degrees. Wow. 80 degrees, 80 miles an hour. Never gonna be able to make it that speed. This truck can only go 65. Pocatello. Pocateo. Wonder if I have the money to upgrade my parts again. I think I'm already upgraded as high as it can go, but maybe I can get an engine or a transmission or something that'll make it so I can go above 65. I don't even know how. I don't even know what parts are restricting me right now. I'm assuming this is the engine, because that would make the most sense, but maybe it's something else. Maybe my wheels are too grippy and they refuse to let me go too, like, fast. Creating too much friction. Gonna drift slowly into the other lane. I don't know what it is. Every time I try to go take a drink of water, my truck just drifts to one side. My freaking headphones are still to do the thing again. I didn't even touch them. Why'd that start? Yay, truck speed limit is down to 75, or 70. Now I don't have to worry about being super slow. Because I'll be a little bit slower than the trucks now, which is just fast enough to not feel slow. Maybe I should drop into a truck dealership and try to upgrade my truck, like, on the way. Because that'll happen quickly, right? Is there any truck dealerships on the way? No. No. Doesn't look like it. It's a matter of luck. I'll live with it. It's only a minor inconvenience. Going slightly slower than I could be. Although I'm pretty confident I upgraded my truck to the max, that it could be upgraded, so... I doubt it'll let me tune it up further anyway. Yeah, I know I can bypass, because I already did one earlier. I'm getting sleepy. I don't know why, but this game has caused me to be tired. It's almost like the constant droning of the engine is super relaxing over a long period of time. Not to mention, paired with the lo-fi beats that are playing in the background, also help. Or hinder, depending on your outlook. Why are we going so slow all of a sudden? Oh, roadwork ahead, that's why. I wonder if the game has a concept of, like, zippering. Like, when one car goes straight ahead, then another car turns into merge, then the car behind goes straight ahead, then another car turns into merge. Or if they just, like, sort of go all helter-skelter wherever they're allowed to go. Nobody seems to know how to zipper, which is really disappointing when you're driving in real life. Everybody just kind of, like, drives as fast as they can and just cuts people off all the time. Which is incredibly dangerous and also really inconvenient. It's why traffic jams are so bad. Because nobody knows how to, like, merge properly or, like, let people go ahead of them, that sort of thing. So traffic backs up super far because they never, like, allow people in. Because they all want to get to the places they want to get to as fast as possible. It's a huge problem in big cities. It's probably not that big a deal in, like, rural areas. You know, because odds are people aren't going to do it. Earlier, when a car was trying to let someone zip merge, you rear-ended them. No, no, no. That's different. That was them stopping way too early to let somebody in. They stopped, like, far, far too early on that. There was people ahead of them. Like, there was 3 cars ahead of them, then they stopped, and then there was a semi trying to merge into my lane. But they could have merged way further up the road, because the merging itself wasn't even, like I still had, like, a good, like, 50 or 60 feet before the merge needed to happen. Start early. I mean, maybe, but that's how they work. Well, no, not if I'm driving, you know, 65 miles an hour behind a group of people and then they suddenly stop in front of me. You don't stop moving to merge. You slow down. They didn't slow down. They stopped. The stop they were meant to have up ahead was, like, way further ahead. I slammed into them because they stopped too early. Also, it's not my fault my brakes don't work properly. The truck's fault. I mean, sure, I could have. I have 3 different brakes I could have used. Well, 4 if I count the parking brake. Parking brake's pretty efficient. If I press it now, like, it'll just stop me in my tracks. Like, it's pretty good. Definitely wouldn't damage my truck to an unfathomable degree to save a person's life, but, you know, whatever. I could also engine brake, which is this one here. It's really slow. I can trailer brake, which is this one here, which is the one I usually use to slow me down. And I can reverse brake, which is the best one that I try not to use because when you play with air brakes on, it gets mad at you because it uses up your air brakes. But I turned off air brakes, so I don't have to worry about it. My point is, people need to learn how to drive in this video game. They need to learn how to merge in a way that benefits me, specifically. Otherwise, they get rear-ended. There is no alternative. Stop yawning. This delivery is probably going to be my last, I think, because I'm quite tired. And the game is putting me to sleep, which is a good thing. But this is definitely difficult. You're meant to make 14 deliveries in order to get the event completed, I guess. Which I'm definitely not going to do, because I think this is my 3rd delivery. And I have, like, 4 more days. And I can only play this game a little bit before I start to get sleepy. But, oh well. I participated in the event, and that's all that matters. Honestly, each one of the deliveries takes about an hour and a half, thereabouts, because they're such long deliveries. You can extend the length of the deliveries you do as well, which pays more, obviously, and also takes longer as well. So eventually, I imagine I'll get to a stage where I'll play the game, and I'll do 1 delivery for the entire stream, because it's such a long delivery. Then you can get up to like 1,200 miles or something per delivery, which is an insane distance. I have to check. After I finish this delivery, I'm going to level up, so I'll be able to look at the distance it improves to. Honestly, I should probably tell my workers to level up their delivery distance. Because they all have their biohazard stuff, except this person. Don't I have 5 workers? I only have 3. I only have 3. I thought I had more than that. Oh no, right. I had 4 trucks, and I'm one of them. I see. That's the issue. Yeah, now they're going to be working on long-distance drives, so ideally that means that they'll start to do longer deliveries, obviously, which will get them more cash. Oh, they have the same rating as I do. Apparently, they're all my employees are as good as I am. But I get for crashing all the time, I guess. Yeah, I remember this song. This song needs to be skipped. Snare is too, or the hi-hat or whatever it is too aggressive. My drive, quite a bit longer still. Only about halfway. Oregon. We have arrived. We just need to drive to Salem, I think. Remembering correctly. Didn't be too much longer. Probably. How big could one state be? Pancake and steak? Oh my god. Amazing. Yeah, Salem was in Massachusetts. I imagine there is a Salem in Massachusetts. There's also a Salem in Oregon. There's a lot of cities with the same names. Yeah, I don't know how many Salems there are, but there's at least 4. It's a pretty common name. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't remember where the witch trials were at, but I want to say it was Salem, Oregon. But maybe it was Salem, Mass. I don't know. It's hard to remember. One of the Salems, anyhow. Witch trials were Massachusetts? Alright. I think Salem, Oregon had a big, a big KKK problem, which is also involved a lot of bad stuff. Any town named Salem has had lots of bad stuff happen. Got to turn my blinker on there. Anyway, but yeah, so I think there's also a Phoenix in Oregon, and there's a Phoenix in Arizona. Arizona's the capital of, like, Phoenix is the capital of Arizona. But I'm pretty sure there's a Phoenix in Oregon, like around here somewhere. I can't be sure. There's also Portland. There's a lot of Portlands. In the US. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 Aberdeens. Like 2 or 3 Eurekas. You're aware there's a bunch of Springfields? Yeah. There's a few Long Beaches, a couple of, like, lake views, like, it's kind of generic names like that make sense, but, like, for a town like Salem, I don't know why there'd be so many of them. Okay, I need you to, like, move. I need to merge, and you're in my way. Sweet beats. Yeah, there's a lot of towns that you're just not going to be able to, like, if you, like, Google towns, you'll always get the big town, the biggest one, the most popular one, whatever, the one with the most SEO. So if you Google Salem, you'll either get Salem, which is the capital of Oregon, I think, or maybe it's Eugene, I can't remember. You get Salem, Oregon, and I guess Salem, Massachusetts. And there's probably like 3 or 4 more Salems around the place. And you'll probably never find them unless you actively search for them. It's wacky. But, I mean, the naming convention is what it is. A lot of the towns in America are also just copies of towns from, like, England and stuff, and generally European areas. Just because the immigrants that came over... Like, America's not very old, being only a couple hundred years old, as opposed to, other places which are several hundred longer, or even 1,000, A place mentioned in Genesis XIV 18, whatever XIV is, 14.18, from Hebrew Shalem, usually said to be another name for Jerusalem, would mean peace. Typical meeting house name among Baptists and Methodists, so much so that mid-19th century it had come to be used in Britain generically to mean nonconformist chapel. Etymology for Salem. Oh, there you go. I guess it does have a meaning. And I gotta say, for a name that means peace, it's awful weird that there was a whole bunch of witch burn-ins. Are my lights on? Yeah, they are. Just hard to see. It's not dark enough yet. Living in a place like this would make it feels really eerie. Like an area, like a flat bowl surrounded by like hills like this. I don't know why, but it makes me really uncomfortable. Like it's a nice enough place, but it's like completely flat, and there's just like hills and mountains surrounding the entire place, like a valley or whatever. It just feels feels like uncomfortable. I don't know. Like just some weird eeriness to it. I don't get it. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know why I feel that way. Have you ever experienced flooding? Depends, yeah. I've experienced some flooding, never extreme flooding. The most I've ever been a part of is when the roads flood, but they don't never seem to damage the houses. I mean, they damage like the apartment buildings on like the lower edges of like town, but never been like I've never been like submerged in water, if that's what you mean. Never had to use a kayak to get around. Depends on the amount of flooding you're referring to, but I suppose that's two types of flooding that I've addressed now. I wonder if it feels dangerous for that reason. I mean, maybe, yeah, that could be it. Or like if there's a fire or something, it'll like, the entirety of the smog will just cover the bowl and it'll get stuck in there. That could be another one. Fire's more dangerous on slopes. I don't know. It's probably just an irrational fear. I have a lot of those. It's not even really a fear. It just makes me uneasy. I'm not, like, afraid of it. Just, like, kind of uncomfortable. All trucks, danger zone. No! Way station, why? Why? So many way stations. You think I'd be like... I'd be fine by now. How many times do I think I'm gonna smuggle something? Hey now. Hey now. I'm merging over here. Didn't you hear my rant about merging earlier? It always feels kind of strange. It's like the AI knows the speed limits before they, like, come across them. They just refuse to, like, go the right speed limit until they reach it. And they always seem to slow down, like, a while before they come up to the speed limit sign. And the way I was taught to drive is to make sure your speed matches the sign as you reach it. Like, not see the sign, then slow down to that, and then just, like slowly drive past it at that speed. You're meant to, like, adjust the speed exactly when you hit that sign. Maybe that's incorrect, but makes most sense to me. Maybe I was taught to drive wrong. You never know. Lumberjack. Yep. Whenever it says that I can take a turn at 55, it always feels like it's still too fast. Like, I know it says it's safe to take a 55, but I just feel like I'm gonna flip every time. Granted, I've never driven a semi in real life, so I don't know how stable they are, but I feel like if I'm nervous about taking a 55, like, in a video game, that I probably wouldn't do it in a real vehicle. Those cars are for those signs are for cars, not for full trucks. Yeah, that's true. I guess that is true. But I'm not sure how much I need to slow down in that case. I assume just like probably 10 miles an hour slower than the sign says, just for the sake of like matching the general rules applied to the road as normal. Which direction is waxing and waning? Is this a waxing crescent here? Like it goes like along it goes from right to left, right? You think I would know the moon phases, being one myself. But to me, it's just light shining in my eyes. I can't tell what side it's coming from, you know? Road work ahead, I sure hope it does. Hurry up! Got places to be, packages to deliver. Everybody knows that honking your horn makes people move faster. See? Proof. Right there. The stop on red. I was over the line when it said red. I can actually see the Milky Way. Oops. Just drive out in the middle of the road. I'm looking at the stars over here. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. Wanted to be able to see it as if it had no light pollution. I don't know where I'm driving through. It feels like Nevada. That's Oregon. Oh, okay. Didn't realize it was a desert in the middle of Oregon. Is it the game doing that, or is that my eyes? Like, it looks like my character has stigmatism. Like, all the posts are, like,
shining above them, and then when you get closer, they shrink back down. Is that my eyes doing that, or is that the game? I can't tell. It might be eyes, because it is exactly what happens to my actual eyes, so it might be real. Just never noticed it before. Like it's like, and it feels too pronounced. I don't. Oh, it is my eyes. If I squint, it stops happening. Or other way around. Oops. I need to wear my better glasses when I play this game. $24. 24-hour butchery? I don't know about that. That feels a bit weird. Who's gonna be coming to the butchers at like 1 a.m.? Like Mafia, that's who. Bench discovered. Birdmore. Yummy. Oh, hey, I'm reading signs over here. Why'd you stop? Traffic light? Come on. Whoa, rear-ended me over here. Well, rear-ended yourself, I guess. God, some people ain't got no respect. Almost like they'd never driven on the road before. Don't they know it's driver etiquette to let people read signs and get out of the way? It makes me so annoyed. I'm slowly squeaking forward as slowly as I possibly can, waiting for that light to change. And it doesn't change until the instant I press the brakes. And then when my car's fully stopped, the light changes. I hate that. It's so irritating. It's like they know. Right on red. No, why are you going forwards? I need to go right. Well, I'm not in a hurry. I'm only a little bit sleepy. It's fine. I'll just go to sleep here. Eventually, this light will change. I'm almost ready to go, I think. I'm probably pretty close by now. I don't remember the exact map, but I think Bend was pretty close to Salem. Yeah, right next to it. I mean, granted, this map is very small and condensed. I doubt it's actually next to it, but you never know. Could be. Kansas. Something, I don't know, I couldn't read it. It said Kansas something. I needed to turn off there. That's fine. Kansas awaits you. How did you see that? Is my glasses really that bad? Do I actually need glasses to play this game? I could not read that sign. Apparently. Oh no. Red light violation. I'm only like some. Oh, you know what? If you're gonna find me anyway, I'm just gonna drive. I'm not that far into the aisle. Hey, watch it. I'm driving here. Can't you see I'm running this red light? I'm definitely tired. I can tell. I can tell how badly I'm playing. And I'm sleepy. We buy gold. Wow. Arthur Market. Mr. Fix-It. Motor City. I'm going way too fast. There. I'm not going to run that red light. I'm compensating. Ran one red light, so I have to be really far back this time. Is that person drunk, or are they trying to, like, advertise their mega store? It's kind of small for a mega store. I think they're just drunk. They're yelling at that light post. These darn lights, always changing when I'm arriving. Gonna teach me a lesson, huh? About paying attention to my surroundings and obeying the law? You seen that I got like 7 tickets today and you're giving me more red lights than usual? What do I save my good glasses for? My good glasses are for seeing things when I'm like driving and stuff. I don't own a car, but I drive other people's cars. They let me see more than like a foot in front of me. The glasses I'm currently wearing are like 8 or 9 years old. I can only see with these glasses on. I can reliably see about 3 feet in front of me before I start to have to like squint to see signs and stuff. But if I wear the outdoor glasses, I can see like 50 feet or something like that clearly. But if I use the outdoor glasses indoors on my computer screen, which is only like 1.5 feet or 2 feet away from my face, it gives me a massive headache after like 20 minutes. So I have to use the bad glasses, but they don't work that well. It starts to get blurry about 1.5 feet away from my face with these glasses. But I can play most games fine. I need to read something, it gets a bit worse. I have to, like, lean in. Like, if I want to read chat, I have to, like, lean forward a bit. Do I draw real hunched over? Yes and no. I don't draw hunched over because I can't see. I draw hunched over because the cord that is, like, the cord to my tablet is behind my monitor because it's the only place it could go that would fit on my desk. So I have to keep my monitor in a weird, like my drawing tablet in a weird spot on my desk to make it work. So I do draw hunched over, but not because I can't see, just because I can't move the tablet anywhere more convenient. The cord, the input cord for the power is on the left-hand side of the top of the screen, of the top of the tablet. My computer is on my right-hand side, so the input is on the top left and the cord goes out to the left, so I have to wrap it around the back of my monitor to make it go into my computer without breaking the cord or breaking the input, like, plug-in thing. Annoying, yeah. If it was on the other side, it'd be fine. I could move it anywhere, but because it's just set up a little bit weird. I could move the computer over to the left side, but I talked about that before, where my window's right there. And I don't want to risk getting, like, any moisture in the computer. So I'm keeping it in a very specific spot. But when I'm drawing on the tablet, I move my keyboard off to the side and pull the tablet toward me, but I can't pull it, I can't, like, put it somewhere more convenient, and I can't put it on my lap, and I can't hold it up, or anything like that. It has to be on my desk, which means I have to lean over to draw. If I had, like a bigger one, I could, like, adjust its, because, like, the bigger Cintiqs have, like, an adjustable, like, stand that you can, like, pull up to be, like, almost vertical. But I don't have $2,000 to buy that. So, you know, sounds like a real bad setup for long-term back issues. Yeah, it most likely is. But, you know, I don't have the means currently to make any sort of changes. I don't have much space to work with, and this is the only way that I can think of to set it up in a way that will work. I'm sure there's a better way to manage it, but if there is, I haven't figured it out yet. I've tried a couple of different locations. The problem is the tablet's a little bit too big to move it anywhere convenient, but, like, too small to, like, be convenient for my back. But it's not big enough to be used full-time as, like, a monitor or whatever. How do I VR? I have a big open space behind me. I say big, it's like 4 feet by 4 feet or something. It's like a big square behind me. So, I can't... the VR cable's like 9 feet long or something like that. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's quite long, like 12 feet maybe. So I can it's plugged into the back of my computer. I can just walk backwards behind my computer. Not behind my, sorry, in front of my computer. I don't know how to explain it. There's like a space behind me that I do VR in. I have my exercise mat, my exercise bike, my weights, stuff like that back there. I can show chat the room by tapping on objects. I mean, yeah, I guess you're not wrong. Here, give me a second. Okay, so anyway, my VR headset is over here. You can't really hear it very well because I'm far away. There, it's right there. If I'm gonna use the VR headset, I'm gonna put it on, walk about 5 or 6 steps behind my chair, way over here. Pause it. Here's my... Can't probably hear it all. Bow step. Over here I have my exercise. They're about 3 or 4 steps apart from each other, generally. If we're doing the car, I'll do it in the center. Behind me, left right there. That is as long as my arm, my VR. I have about 6 feet of space that I can do VR in on either side of me. If I go back there. Okay, anyway. The mic reckons on background noise now. How much of that was cut out? Because I was pretty thorough at explaining it. I thought, anyway. But yeah, it makes sense. It would. I did adjust my noise gates to be good, like as best I could, so that wouldn't pick up any background noise. Anyway, to reiterate, I have behind me, I have a about 6 foot by 6 foot area where I can do VR. On the maybe 10% loss. Okay, on the very edge of either side, there's my bow staff and some boxes, and there's my exercise bike on one side, on the other side. And so it's just a 6 feet square, 6 feet by 6. I thought it was 4 by 4, but 6. Well, it's not 6 by 6 by 6 because there's because the ceiling's about 8 feet tall. But if I raise my hands, I will hit my hands on the ceiling easily. So I need to be very careful about playing VR because I don't want to slam my hand into the ceiling. I'm too tall. Six by 6 by 7? Yeah, thereabouts. When I do my drawing stream on Sunday, if you remember to ask me about my VR setup, I can draw it for you. To give a good example. If you care that much. But anyway. It's, I don't know, it works. That's all that matters, really. Uh-oh. I know they have a gate here. I wasn't prepared for a gate. Yeah, my office is fairly large, but not massive. Just enough room. Just enough room to have the things that I said I have in it. My computer setup's accurate to the starting screen. It's definitely modeled after the starting screen. Or, sorry, the starting screen's modeled after my room, yeah. I don't know if it's exactly accurate. I have to look at it again to be 100% sure. Oh, it's not in the same spot as it usually is. Oh, I forgot to press the delivery button. Whoops. Let me see. Starting screen. Yes, except that window is on the other side of the wall. The window's like... That window is on the left side of the... of the computer, instead of the right side that it shows there. I was actually drawing a more accurate version of that room at some point, but I decided to stop because I kind of liked the like low effort screen. I may make it better eventually, but I like how it is now. Maybe on like the 1-year anniversary of my stream, I'll make it better or something. I don't know. Okay, how am I gonna get there? In that really annoying spot that's like, oh, I don't have a trailer to work around this time, so I should be fine. It's weird that it makes me deliver to every single spot that's exactly the same. Why am I delivering Valentine's gifts to, like, like construction zones. And on the 15th. Well, maybe it's like a dumping zone or something. Maybe it's a disposal facility. Because we're not allowed to have goodies after the holidays. Gifts after Valentine's? I don't think so. It does feel suspicious. It's definitely something. I'm not questioning. Not really. I'm just musing. Just thinking. How did this happen? How did I get so, like, unaligned? Did I say it was a generously paid job? Hey, that's 50 grand. What, you think these teddy bears are stuffed with drugs or something, huh? You didn't suggest anything. Good, keep it that way. Yeah, 48 grand, see? Continue. Oh, my long distance is actually maxed out, apparently. So I can have deliveries up to 2,500 miles. Wow. Gee whiz. Do I want fuel economy? Not really, I don't really mind. Although it does make it so I don't have to refuel as much. Although I still get tired at the same rate, so that doesn't really help. Fragile cargo, high value cargo. Let's do that one. Cool. Yeah, so I think that'll be it for me. It turns out it ended up being 4 hours anyway. My ads are all screwed up because of the annoying not quite disconnect thing that happened. But oh well. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Valheim. And I expect I'll be spending most of that stream sailing around, doing a whole lot of nothing. Who knows? But either way, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking, chatting, all that fun stuff. That means you should have another go at Yaglith. I'm gonna try to kill Yaglith next stream, but only if I find the other area I need to find, and if I get my armor leveled up, and stuff like that, so... There's no guarantee I'll even try attempting it next stream, but I probably will. Who knows? But yeah, I'm out of here. You're new. Hi, I'm leaving. Yeah, good luck. Try your best. You got it. Make sure you have your potions and your good food. But yeah, take care. I'm out of here. Sorry, yeah, my stream's only 4 hours, and you came in right at the end. But good to see you anyway. But yeah, bye-bye.